Y'all, so I'm on the way to work, and I don't know if y'all can see this. Okay, let me zoom in. And of course, it's traffic, but today was really, really, really bad. And I'm like, what is going on like that? And I think it was an accident of some sort. Oh my God, I hope everybody's okay, Jesus. Oh, damn. Jesus. But I hope everybody's okay. I really do. I know that's like, you're being nosy, but at the same time, literally traffic. Look, cleared up. And I'm like almost at work. I'm never this late. I'm normally there I'm not late, y'all. I gotta be here at 9, but you know I'm a TT. So I'm like, I like to be there at motherfucking 8:40 on the dot. So I can go like, I have my morning bathroom break and, you know, sit down, mind my business for a little bit. But, y'all, I am so sick of this. I cannot wait till I don't have to commute this far to work. All right, y'all, I just want to show you that real quick. But, you know, stay minding your business. So, yeah, I'm going to do this part of the video super quick. I'm sitting out here counting for my job because we don't have a security guard. And we must do it. Somebody must do it, right? So I'm like, fuck it, I'll do it. I'll go outside. So I normally have a stool because I have a condition in my heel and my hip that I got a medical clearance to use a stool. So when I'm out here, I use the scooters because if I don't, I'm sorry, if I don't use a stool at the counter, it hurts my hip really badly. So tell me how a couple of people were like, oh, do you need help? I'm like, no, I'm good. So this man gets out because I sit in the sun because it's super cold today. It's like 35 degrees. So I sit in the sun, right? So this man was like, oh, good for you. And I was like, what do you mean? And he was like, oh, I thought you were just sitting out here waiting for somebody. You're working. I saw that. I was like, well, why is that? Hi. I was like, well, why is that good for me? And he was like, oh, I was just saying, I thought you were working. Well, no, he goes, I thought you were waiting on somebody. And he still didn't explain what that meant. I'm like, do you mean good for me because I'm fat or I'm black or both? You thought I was just being, you know, lazy? What the fuck? Why are people always in my business? And then I'm not bothering nobody. I'm not saying nothing to nobody. I'm sitting here doing my counting. And then this man walks by and is like, oh, did the battery die? I'm like, no, it didn't. How about you shut the fuck up? Okay, y'all. I didn't see this dog right here. Tell me how it scared the hell out of me. And he just staring. The owner came back. I was like, Jesus. Somebody else said it. Another customer was like, oh, that's a big dog. He was like, oh, like a dog. It was silent, staring at me the whole time. So y'all, I'm on my way to work, and the way my little mount on my car is, y'all would be literally just looking at my arm. So I'm gonna spare you guys the details. I'll let you look at the sky and whatnot and traffic. So I'm trying to be more, well, I haven't been more transparent. I mean, I'm always transparent, but I'm trying to be a little bit more open about this kind of stuff that goes on in my life. So today it's been a little rough for you, girl. I don't know, was it this vlog or the vlog before this one? I told you guys I have to look back on my footage. So because I basically stockpiled clips and then I put them together. You know how vlogs work. This is not a fucking surprise. So somewhere in this vlog, I believe I said something about like I have anxiety and depression and, you know, in just life, you know. And that's pretty much what's been going on this particular morning. I've been having a really hard time because there's something in my personal life that I want to happen like sooner than later, and it doesn't seem like it will. And I've just been literally so tired because all I'm doing is working. I feel like I'm just not as connected with my family and loved ones, but bills have to get paid, like, So it's just kind of one of those things where I'm like, you know, I know I'm not the only one thinking like, wow, I'm just working, and I'm not able to, you know, say spend time with my mom as much, or, you know, my partner or something like that. Things just become a little foggy in the connection. It's not that we're not connected. It's just like we can go a while without really just connecting. Like we'll be around each other or something, and you know what I'm trying to say? I feel like I'm not talking correctly. But I just am working so fucking much, and sometimes I feel like, what am I doing this shit for, you know? And sometimes I just get so, you know, discouraged, because I'm like, I'm going into my second job, and you know, at the grocery store, people talk to me crazy, you know what I'm saying? They get up there, they get an attitude with me, they throw money at me, they treat me like I'm not even a human being, and the company don't give a damn about us. And, you know, the managers don't, and shit like that, you know? So it's just like, damn, you got all these people who could actually give two fucks, you know, who couldn't give two fucks if you were to just croak, you know what I'm trying to say? And guess what? They'll keep it fucking moving. They'll hire somebody else. So it's just like one of those things where it's like, damn, you know, it's like I'm doing all this shit. I'm making sure I'm on time. I'm early. You guys know me personally. I never like to be late. And that's something before I even started working. I would not like to be late to meetings or meeting up with friends, birthday parties, shit like that, even social events. And, you know, I just never really liked that. I never really liked to be late to anything. So I'm always early, you know, I'm always there, you know what I'm saying? I'm always doing extra mile and shit like that for the job. And it's just like, sometimes I'm like, damn, I'm doing all this shit. And of course, yeah, I get money to pay bills, but it's like in return, I don't get much, you know? All they're doing is literally giving me money for, it's like you're doing 8,000% of work and you're getting like 10% payoff. You know, it's like, yeah, I need the 10%. Don't get it twisted. I'm very blessed. I have a job, 2 jobs right now. And I'm not complaining about that. I'm just saying that I'm exhausted. I'm fucking exhausted. I'm exhausted mentally. I'm exhausted emotionally. I'm just exhausted, you know, and nobody in my personal life is like putting any pressure on me to, you don't do this or you don't. It's not like that at all. It's just like I feel that pressure because I'm like, I know that they're like, damn, I don't get to see that much, or when we do talk, it's not for as long or as often or as this or as that. And it's just like I have to do what I can do to still make everybody feel like, you know, hey, I still care about you, I still love you, but you know, these bills got to get paid. You know, I have to go to work, I have to do this and I have to do that. And I know for a fact that I'm not the only person going through this. So it's just like, basically, how do y'all cope with this shit? Because I'm really thinking about reaching back out to my therapist, because I don't know if I told y'all, last year she had said that she just thought I was doing really well. And it was around the time I started working at the grocery store. So around November, she was just like, I think you're doing really well, and you know, maybe we don't need to talk as often, or you can reach out whenever you want to. But she stopped scheduling me for appointments, and I feel like it's time for me to reach back out to her, because I'm like, I don't care what anybody says, I always feel like I will always need therapy. Even just when I feel like I've worked through a lot of my stuff from childhood and stuff, which, you know, I still got to work through that. But I honestly am thinking about doing talk space or something, because my insurance is going to get cut off through my first job in April, and it's going to go back to not being free. I have Medi-Cal right now through in-home support, yeah. So in April, they're going to cut me off. It was originally supposed to be in January, but they extended it until April, thank God. So that's why I'm trying to get everything done right now, because I'm like, when it goes back up to not being free, I'm going to have to pay to go to the doctor. I'm going to have to pay, if I had an emergency and had to go to the emergency room, I would have to pay a copay, which is dumb. I think it's dumb that we have to even pay for medical help. We have to pay to get. That's why a lot of people, especially people of color, do not go to the doctor. Number one, it costs too much money. Number two, they're like, why am I gonna pay to go somewhere where I need help? It's essential to my life. And I understand doctors and nurses deserve all the pay. They truly do. And like staff in general in hospitals, they truly do. But I feel like the government should be paying them You know what I'm trying to say? Because I feel like at that point, our insurance, whatever they need to do, the government needs to pay insurance so insurance can pay their doctors. That's how that should work, because I feel like taking it from the patients is ghetto. You know what I'm saying? It's very ghetto. You know, I'm moving to Canada. Oh my God. I'm so sick of it. I'm sick of it. And I'm sorry if it sounds like I'm complaining, but I can't be a ray of sunshine every fucking day of my life and all of that. And it's just like, I'm really trying today to remain positive. I'm really trying. You guys don't understand. I'm really trying. Oh my God. These days are rough for me, especially as like an empath. It's rough for me because I'm just sad. I'm just like just stressed, and I'm sad, and I just am like, oh my God, like I can't take it. Like it takes a toll on me to the point where I'm like, I just want to sleep, and I just want to be left the fuck alone. But I have to go to work. I.e., you see me driving. But you know, I'm not sure how you guys deal with it or how y'all deal with it. I'm trying to stop saying you guys because I'm like, I want to generalize that statement more, just y'all. I try to stop saying that, you know, just because I'm like, everybody watches my channel, you know. But yeah, I don't know, y'all. It's just rough out here for everybody, and like I said, I know I'm not the only one who goes through this. So how do you guys just like cope and stuff like that, and find ways to be like, okay, this is how I work through this? And you know, I'm only 33. I'll be 34 in July, and sometimes I feel like I am 97 years old because I'm just constantly working. I'm constantly have my head to the grind to do better, to do this, to do that. And it's just like society in itself will try to put pressure on you to make you feel like, oh, if you're not working 2 jobs, or if you're not doing this, you're not doing enough. You don't know what somebody else is going through. How about that? How about you shut the fuck up? How about that? How about you mind your black ass business? How about that? My God, it's just like, I don't know. And I've seen so many different situations where people are like disabled, or they can't find work. Maybe they have a criminal background or something, and they're always told no. So how can you tell somebody who's trying actively, like in my case, I actively was trying to get a job for the past 2 years before I got, well, second job I should say. I was trying to get a second job for the past 2 years. But before I started working at the grocery store. Okay, when I say I was going everywhere, honey, I was going past Sacramento, I went past San Francisco. You can't tell me I was not on a mission. I was going everywhere and was being told no, 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 no. So you telling me because I didn't get a second job within, 6 months, I wasn't doing enough, I wasn't trying hard enough? You can't say that. You can't say that at all. I remember one week I went to an interview every fucking day. Every fucking day. When I say every day, Monday through Friday, I went to an interview. I was on the road somewhere to an interview. So I'm like, at this point, I was getting discouraged. I was like, Lord, just give me the strength to just push through, you know? So at this point in my life, I'm just like, okay, I'm trying to breathe through things, be like, okay, you know, we have to push through. We have to do this. You know, we have to pay this. And essentially, I wanted a second job to earn more money so I could move back either to the Bay Area or out of state. And it's just like, the Bay Area is so expensive. I could see why there's a lot of homeless people. And people are like, oh, it's people's fault they're homeless. I really kind of hate that statement. I really do. Because it's not everybody's fault. You know how expensive it is to live in California? Okay, I live in Stockton, and they've raised the rent ever since I moved there. Ever since, okay? And it's at almost $1,100 now. And that's in Stockton, where I'm living at, that specific building. But everywhere around me, $1,200, $1,300, up. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, you know, the Bay Area their studios start at $2,900. And that's a studio with just like 700 square feet, just a bathroom, just a kitchen, and an open floor. Do you understand? And then people don't just have to pay rent. Not only do you have to pay fucking rent, but if you have a car, you have to pay car insurance. You have to have renter's insurance if you live in an apartment. So you have to pay that regardless. So even if you say you take public transportation, which don't sleep on it, honey. BART and AC Transit is the ones, okay? But even if you have a car, because sometimes it is a little bit easier to have a vehicle, because you're like, if I gotta go now, I can go now. But if you have to wait on the bus or a BART, that's just what you gotta do, period. But you know, if you do have a car, you have to have car insurance. You have to put gas in. You have to have an oil change. Something happened to the car, guess what? You gotta get that fixed too. Okay, I'm sorry. This vlog is just gonna be a rant, because at this point, this is being an adult is very ghetto. Living in the United States, extra ghetto. And I'm dead ass thinking about moving to another country, and I don't see why we all shouldn't just up and move to another fucking country. Like, I dead ass be thinking sometimes, I'm like, I wonder what would happen if everybody just moved out of California, like somewhere else in the world. Like, how drastically California would drop the price of rent, because everybody moves here. So every time they're like, oh yeah, people want to be here, so that's raise it. That's what really makes it go up and up, the demand. You know what I'm saying? Of just wanting to be in quote unquote California. Listen, y'all can have this ghetto ass, raggedy ass state. I'm over it, honestly. Like, they're like, oh, I love the weather, I love this, I love that. That's fine, and everything's great. But until you got to pay that $2,900 rent, plus get food, plus this, plus that, it's just like everything costs money no matter what you do. Like, even if you take public transportation, guess what? You got to pay to take public transportation. So it's just like nothing's free. And then they always put these fast tracks everywhere, so they charge money for that. You know, California's ghetto, and y'all can fucking have it, and I'm over it. But anyway, I'm going to stop ranting, because, you know, whatever. My video's getting too long, and y'all know how I feel about that. But let me know what you guys think about me asking, what do you guys do for, like, connecting with loved ones after you just kind of been working so much. My ears are popping, and stuff like that. But I'll talk to you guys later. Finishing up my lunch. Got about 20 minutes left. Well, actually, 30 minutes left. So I came to finish off the vlog and say that today was a rough day for me emotionally, and I'm sick of this goddamn mess. Today was like a rough day for me emotionally, but I want to let you guys know that it's okay to fall off the wagon, just don't stay on the ground. So y'all know I'm doing my little keto or whatever, and it's not little, let me stop minimizing it. I'm doing keto, and I've been really proud of myself. But today, one of the coworkers I'm really cool with, she brought in donuts. And I don't know if you guys know this about me, but I am an emotional eater. And, you know, it's a demon that I battle every single day. So I was like, I've been saying no to all kind of cookies, pies, cakes, all that, okay? And that's hard for your girl. Your girl loves sweets, honey. That's one of my weaknesses, is like sweets. And I'm being very, very honest when I say that. So I have been saying no, you know, I'm gonna pass, not meanly. They offered me cupcakes the other day. I was like, I'm good, thank you though. I've just been saying no, and today I pretty much caved in and got 2 donuts. And you know, I'm like, I started to beat myself up, and then I had to stop because I've been having such a rough day emotionally. I had to stop and pause and take a moment to be like, you know what, we can't do this today. You know, the world is hard enough, and today's been really rough for me, so I decided not to beat myself up anymore. So I did have 2 donuts. Now, this could have went on for weeks, but I'm not going to do that, because I have made a promise to myself to do better. So I did have my 2 donuts, and I'm going to keep it moving. I'm eating fruit right now because I have my little lunch or whatever. But I'm just going to not deprive myself, but also I'm not going to fall back. So, like, if I did eat some sweet, like, I'll have, like, sugar-free Werther's or something like that. So it would be sweet, but just enough to, like, keep my sweet tooth calm, you know? So I'm over it today, honestly. I haven't really been annoyed today. Well, this lady tried me today, and then she had to apologize because she got mad at me because her total came up to higher than what she expected. And she got a few different items, and she figured because each one was like $1 or $2, 50 cents. But if you get multiple of each thing, and it's tax on everything, especially plastic bottles. Like if you buy a drink or something, it's always a CRV fee. So I can't help that. So she got mad at me, and then her receipt, and took it over to customer service, and then they were like, yeah, that's right, blah blah. And then she had to come apologize, like, oh, I'm sorry, I got carried away. Yeah, the fuck you did. But you know, sis, I ain't got it for you today, sweetie. I ain't got nothing today for nobody. I ain't got nothing. I ain't even argue with her. I just said, okay, here's your receipt. You know what I'm saying? I don't have the energy today. So when y'all ain't got it, y'all just ain't got it. It's nothing to really explain or go into detail about. But long story short, as I long story this shit. Long story long. Just don't beat yourself up about it. If you're doing something to better yourself, give yourself time to unlearn the habits that you have had for however long, you know. So just be kind to yourself. When you feel yourself being mean to yourself, just talk better to yourself. So I'm gonna actually really end the vlog right here. I know I always say that, but I'm really about to end it, so I'll talk to you guys later.